Holders of XRP, you are being subjected to manipulation. It is going to be a topic of discussion between us. In the near future, we are planning to address it. Everyone is welcome to join us on the channel. This is Nick, my name. Those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the time you reach the conclusion of this video, you will have subscribed to the channel. In addition, for all of those who are currently watching, if you are not currently following me on all platforms, you should now go down in the description below and follow me on all platforms. Additionally, if you have not already done so, you should join the free Discord server in order to ensure that you are crushing this cycle and becoming extremely wealthy. Keeping this in mind, let's turn our attention to a few more matters. First and foremost, the market is depleted. Over the past several days, XRP has been seeing a very significant upward movement, with the price climbing over 66 cents off of its lows. However, it has now returned to a level that is lower than 60 cents. Who were the people who correctly guessed it? Now, I have informed you everything about what I was anticipating to happen on X, and I have also informed you all about what I was anticipating in the video as well. In general, I held this viewpoint. That is exactly what I said. We are getting very near to the 70-cent area on XRP, and it is now time for those lows to be accomplished. When I stated that price ranges between 44 cents and 51 cents were going to be targeted, all of the bulls were calling me insane. There was a high of bullishness over the entire duration, whereas Bitcoin was bearish. The moment has not yet come for XRP. According to my point of view, since the 21st, I have stated that I would not be bothered if XRP were to take the liquidity from the current high in the range of 70 cents before filling that fair value gap at 44 to 51 cents. Now, this is how that chart appeared to be represented. It was approximately 65 cents that served as the first initial high and the first initial liquidity target. In point of fact, this is the graphic representation of the XRP chart just now. If we take a quick glance at this, we can see that this appeared on the chart for the previous 3 days. In terms of XRP, this is how the chart for the past 3 days looks. Although it is evident that a great deal has transpired since the most recent high, this was the aim, which was approximately 64 cents per share. The price of XRP reached approximately 66 cents, and we are now selling off some of it. In the meantime, I have a perspective on this chart, which I will discuss in a moment, but before I do that, I would like to discuss this fair value disparity. From this perspective, it appears that there is a significant area of liquidity that might very well be run on XRP, which is about between 44 and 51 cents. This is the general consensus. The fair value gap would be closed as a result of this, and ultimately it would make it possible for a bullish sweep of those lows before we do move much higher than 5 cents. On the 21st, I did mention that the relative strength index RSI and the stock RSI are both getting close to a point where I would begin to exercise caution. Let's wait and see what occurs this week, but until we close above 75 cents, I wouldn't dare to be excessively optimistic about the market. Regarding the however, in each and every single transaction, it is entirely different. To add insult to injury, I am not sitting here and saying, hey, I told you so. It's not true. I am correct very frequently, but I also make mistakes quite frequently. What we have here is exactly what I was anticipating when it comes to Bitcoin. On the upside, we have now closed a bearish fair value gap that was there. In this particular instance, we would observe a resounding refusal. Despite the fact that we are currently at strong resistance levels, bullish sentiment is once again on the rise. Approximately 60 to 63,000 is the bullish fair value gap on the lows, and from there I anticipate that we will sprint to $74,000 or higher following this. This is what the Bitcoin chart looks like at the moment. This chart that I did post on the 21st appears to be a little bit different from what it appears to be now. And the reason for this is that I made some adjustments to the chart's overall structure on the whole. In the end, however, we are still dealing with this fair value gap up here, which corresponds to a bearish fair value gap. We are filling the highs, which means we are taking the liquidity from the highs, and then we are rushing after the lows. In addition, it is precisely what took place today. All the way down to approximately 62.2 thousand we ran. I would adore to witness that. In addition, as you can see, there is a significant disparity in fair value that needed to be filled all the way down here to approximately $59.9 thousand. We didn't have to stoop to such a low level before. Is there still a chance that we will be able to fulfill that requirement? Certainly there is, but we do not have to fill the entire void right now. It is really important that we have already touched upon that particular area. Right now, the most important question is whether or not we are going to move over $74,000. What the major moment that we are waiting for when it comes to Bitcoin confirming that move to $74,000 plus is truly breaking over $72,000, is that what we are looking for? As a result of the fact that we are currently trading at approximately 64.7 thousand, you might be thinking to yourself, well, Nick, that's a tremendous distance from here. In addition, it is a very long time away. On the other hand, that is precisely what we are anticipating. As of right now, we are merely in a range waiting for Bitcoin to make a decision about what it hopes to accomplish. This is the reason why I stated that altcoins are not an appropriate time for them at this moment. Because of this, I even stated it in the tweet that was quoted over here when I said that it is not yet the time for XRP, just as it is not yet the time for any altcoins. This is because Bitcoin's dominance is so strong at a time when Bitcoin is still struggling to find its footing. This is just another outline of what we might be able to accomplish with XRP, if you get what I mean. At approximately 51 to 44 cents, we are able to escape these lows. In fact, we do not even need to meet that fair value gap. It is possible that we could just take the lows that have occurred recently, which are somewhere around 54 cents or so. Attempt to range down here, make a break to the upside, and close this upper fair value difference once again. This is another instance of merely ranging here. Is it correct that all of this is a supply zone? For example, this entire area is a supply zone. We could try to range up here and then break to the upside once more. This would be a good strategy. On the other hand, we need to break beyond that recent high area of 66 cents. There is a significant amount of work that has to be done on XRP. In general, I am not anticipating anything out of the ordinary just yet until Bitcoin's dominance truly kind of breaks down while Bitcoin does break to the upside. Aside from that, what are the ways in which holders of XRP are being manipulated? In any case, let's have a conversation about that. There are some whale trades taking place over here. Sentiment Feed has published an excellent post in relation to this topic. As a matter of fact, they published 2 posts. A high degree of on-chain activity and huge whale transaction volumes have been the driving forces behind the XRP ledger, which has been one of the top-performing cryptocurrencies in the month of July. And the expansion of the network contributed to the coin's 35% month-over-month rise, and social dominance is now at an all-time high despite the asset's slight retracement. At this point, this is how the general appearance actually appears to be. Therefore, we have the number of transactions made by whales, we have the expansion of the network, and we also have the presence of social dominance. Therefore, there are 4,727 whale trades that are worth at least $100,000. 9,482 wallets were introduced. XRP and the XRP ledger are the subject of 2.59% of all recorded cryptocurrency conversations, which is a significant amount of social dominance. This is of the utmost importance. At this point, let's concentrate on the whale transactions, because every single time that this really sort of starts up, we end up having a run up to the upside, and then we end up having a major sell-off shortly after that. In addition, it is often centered on a particular event of some kind. From this side, there has been an increase in the number of sharks and whales using the XRP ledger, which has resulted in the price of XRP surpassing that of Bitcoin. Moreover, in just 5 weeks, there have been 2,389 additional wallets that contain 10,000 or more coins added to the XRP ledger. Consequently, this has been expanding at a huge rate. And then there is also a red line that contains 100,000 or more. Each wallet that contains 100,000 or more XRP is represented by the red line, which serves as a signal around all of the wallets. If we are truly looking at this whale transaction, which began to flow in on the 17th and continued all the way up until the 23rd, whales were buying, they bought the lows, they bought the mid to low 50-cent region. Look at that steady increase to the upside. It is very interesting. Is it possible that we are being manipulated 100%? If so, why do I believe that? It's fine. These are transactions that involve more than $100,000. Therefore, a large shift to the upside of 30% results in